Welcome to Impact California Social Studies, United States History and Geography, Growth and Conflict. Think about it. How do we learn about the past? Here's what you'll be learning. You will learn how historians and scientists work together to understand and interpret the past. You may be thinking, why does this matter to me? Events of the past created the world we live in. Developing the tools that a historian uses will help you understand the past and make better decisions in the present and the future. This is how you will know that you've learned it. You're going to be able to describe various fields in which historians and scientists work. You will be able to organize events using chronology. You will be able to describe how historians, scientists, and geographers use tools, evidence, and primary and secondary sources to ask questions and build on an understanding of the past and our world today. You will be able to identify the role of chance and error in history and the rights and responsibilities of citizens nationally as well as globally. Beginning in the 1500s, Europeans came to settle the lands in North America that would one day be the United States. Today, our nation spans the continent, and the freedoms we enjoy are the envy of the world, hopefully, although we still have problems. American history is the story of those accomplishments as well as conflicts. As we begin the school year in year 2000, history is going to remember this time. The coronavirus pandemic has turned our world upside down. In response to police brutality, Black Lives Matters is sweeping across the country with protests. As America gears up for the presidential election, our country is politically divided and very polarized. What clues can we find in our past to understand what's happening today? Geographers are interested in place, and historians are interested in time. Let's step into place, shall we, and use some geographic reasoning. For more than a century after the American Revolution, the United States expanded as it acquired new territories. Exploring region. What natural feature formed much of the eastern border of the Louisiana Purchase? Patterns in movement. In general, what pattern did the land acquisitions follow? Why do you think that is? You're also going to step into the time using chronological thinking. We'll be checking out a timeline that presents major events in the history of the Americas and the United States, as well as the events from around the world. Which of the entries relate to world exploration? In what century did those events occur? Here we are, 1400 to late 1500s. Check it out. What global explorations do you see in the 1400s? 1492, Columbus sails the ocean blue and reaches the Americas. Back when I was in junior high, Columbus was treated as a hero. However, in the summer of 2000, people are toppling statues of Christopher Columbus. Why? If you don't know, research this. Vasco da Gama was the first person to sail from Europe to India by rounding Africa's Cape of Good Hope. Made 2 voyages in 1497 and 1502. He landed and traded in locales along the coast of southern Africa before reaching India on May 20th, 1498. Here we are in 1607, where Jamestown was established. In 1652, the Dutch colony at South Africa was established. This resulted in centuries of white European oppression of the South Africans. From 1948 until the early 1990s, apartheid was a system of institutionalized racial segregation that existed in South Africa. You see, Peter the Great, 1690, becomes the Tsar of Russia, and in 1776, the United States declares independence. We don't see major voyages of exploration in this timeline during the 17th and 18th centuries. During this time, the slave trade was flourishing. According to History.com, hundreds of thousands of Africans, both free and enslaved, aided the establishment and survival of colonies in the Americas and the New World. However, many consider a significant starting point of slavery in America to be 1619, when the privateer the White Lion brought 20 African slaves ashore in the British colony of Jamestown, Virginia. 1789, the French Revolution begins. During the French Revolution, the people overthrew the monarchy and took control of their government. In the 1700s, France owned more of the United States than any other European power. In 1803, the United States bought all that land in the Louisiana Purchase. The United States doubles in size. Just think, we could be speaking French in the western part of the United States. 1861, Civil War begins. 1893, New Zealand is the first country to allow women to vote. 1917, the U.S. enters World War I. Well, students, we've launched our voyage through time to build an understanding of the past. I urge you to use this class to gain a better understanding of the United States today, why we are who we are, to gain insight into our triumphs and our conflicts. Be an informed citizen. Read the news. See what's happening now. Been great spending time with you. See you soon.